Hello, welcome back. So we're going to do another little tutorial today. I thought today we would do a sexy little smoky eye. It's been a while since I did or even wore like a black smoky eye. So we're going to do something like that today, but I want to do something like, not matte black, something shimmery and Christmassy and all the vibes. Okay, so I'll use my NARS Natural Radiant Foundation, as always. I've already like prepped, primed my skin, did all that stuff. So my skin is still, the rash is still there, or whatever it is, breakout rash, irritation, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. We're getting there. So yeah, thankfully that is starting to clear up, even if it is slowly. I'd rather slowly clearing up than not clearing up at all. The other night I was on TikTok and I came across a video, and I think this girl like posts about dupes and stuff like that she finds. So she's had a dupe for the Chanel creamy bronzer, which I have not tried the Chanel bronzer, but I want it, but I know they've reformulated it and I don't think it's as good, or so I've heard. But she said she found a dupe for it, which is this from Sol Body, which is like a Colourpop company, and it's just a creamy bronzer, face and body bronze and balm. I would usually just use this like on my neck area or around my chest, anywhere that I felt like needed just a little bit of tan, or if my actual tan was wearing off and I needed to top up in certain areas, I would use this. But I have not actually used it on my face, so I thought today let's give it a go and see how it looks. I'll do this first and then I'll go add my concealer. This shade I'm using is the shade Medium. I have another one too, but it's darker, and I feel like it would probably just be way too dark for me. It's a little bit warmer than what I would usually use for cream contour or cream bronzer, but we can make it work, I feel. I hope. It smells delicious as well. It smells like holidays. Has that like coconutty tropical smell. I know it might look a little bit too warm now, but I feel like when I have my eyes and the rest of my makeup done, I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna warm up around my hairline too. Now that I have roots, I can actually get bronzer in around my hairline and you can't see it. I should probably really get my hair done. You know yourself, I just really haven't been arsed. I think I've only got my hair done twice this year. Yeah, I've bleached my hair twice this year. Once I did it myself, which I did it here earlier in the year, in one of my vlogs, and then I got it done, when did I get my hair done? August, I think it was. August, September, October, November, December. That's 4 months. Maybe I'll get it done like after Christmas, so it'll be fresh for the new year. That's a good idea. Let's move on to concealer. What concealer? This is one's in front of me, so I'm going to use this. It's my Fenty concealer. It's almost ran out. This is the shade 185, which is a little bit light, but I like the shade 190 or 200. Do up here as well. Highlight my cheekbones. Do a little tip here at the tip of my nose. Would you rather just like eye tutorials, or do you enjoy the whole full process? Because obviously I know I use like a lot of the same products, and it's like my face doesn't change, so I don't really change technique all that often, because I just kind of work with what works for my face shape. So I don't know if that gets boring for watching that. Let me know if you want just like eye tutorials, let me know. But if you enjoy full faces, I will continue to do them. I'm just gonna go back over with my foundation brush just to soften everything into each other. So I put this on my cheeks yesterday and it looked really nice, so I'm gonna do it again today. It's a Makeup Forever lipstick. I can't read the name right now because it's very small, but I'll link it below. It's just like one of these shimmery lipsticks. But I think it's just glittery on the outside. It's not like glittery all the way through. So I just kind of added some along my cheeks. I'm just going to blend that out. I just really like the shade of it. So it just gives that nice soft bit of colour. It's very subtle, but you know me, I like a subtle blush. And that's what I like about creamy things on my cheeks, that you can just melt them into the skin. Okay, I'm going to set everything now with my Hourglass powder. Okay, now I am just going to prime my lids using Shape Tape. I used this palette just in a recent tutorial, but I'm going to use it again because I just needed some crease colours and I like the neutral shades in this, so I'm just going to go in with that again. If you're recreating this look, you can use any type of like neutral browns. I didn't want to do anything that was too warm, so that's why I chose this palette, because these neutral colours here are just perfectly in the middle of the road. Not too cool, but definitely not too warm. So I'm just going to start and build up my transition shade in my crease. So I'm going to start with this shade Halftime, which is this one here. I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M573 brush, and I'm just working this like high into my crease, because I'm going to do the dark colour all over the lid, so I want to make sure this is high in the crease. Otherwise, if it's too much in my crease, I'm just going to completely lose it because of my eye shape. So I'm going to go a little bit higher. So because we're doing black all over the lid, I want to deepen my crease again. So I'm taking this shade here, which is a deeper mid-tone brown. It's called Beauty Mark. I'm going to take a little smaller brush. This is a MAC 217 brush, so it's just a little smaller fluffy brush. So I have more of a precise application with this. So I'm going to go right into my crease, so a little bit lower than the shade we just did, because I want the black to have something to blend into, and then this obviously is going to blend into the first shade. Then I can just gonna go back into the first brush. I'm not picking up any more colour. I'm just gonna just help soften that edge into it, just so I can blend the two colours together. So for my lid, I'm thinking I'm going to use this from Marc Jacobs. It's called Sequins. Okay, I don't really know the name because it's hard to read it underneath, but it's this like pressed pigment glitter type thing. So it's like a dark, it's kind of like more like a greyish black, but I think it's going to look real cute for this look. But as always, I'm going to use a base beforehand. So I have this Natasha Denona cream eyeshadow, which is a black with like a sparkle through it as well. So all the sparkles today. Again, I'll just link all the names below because I can't read them. So I'm just going to take some of the take the cream shadow first. I'm going to apply this all over my lid. I like to just soften the edge, just very gently. Just if there's any harsh lines, you can just buff them out. I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs one now. I'm going to get some on my brush. I'm going to Fix Plus it, just a little squirt, a little spritz. These are actually very, very, very similar shades. You could probably, definitely, I would say, get away with just the first shade that I used. But I do feel like this second one did intensify it just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to do the underneath. So we're going to do that nice and smoky. So I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Bedroom Black pencil, and I'm going to just do the underneath of my eye first. I'm not going to do my waterline just yet. I'm just going to do the underneath. And just get a small brush then to blend that out. Now I'm going to go back into the first shade that I used, and I'm going to just softly buff out this black line just so it's not so harsh. I'm going to take some of that Marc Jacobs product and just take a little bit on this flat brush. Just going to add a small amount just underneath just to see. I'm glad I did that. I'm going to go into the Heat Spell palette from Haus. This is the Desert Dawn one. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the bronzer. And then I'm going to take some of the highlight shade and just dust that on my cheekbones. Then I'm taking the Nabla lip liner in the shade number 2. And the lipstick I'm using is from Lawless. It's called Fawn. So that is it for this sexy little smoky eye. Not that we have many places to get dressed up for these days, but you know, get dressed up for yourself, get dressed up for your kitchen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little smoker. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you on Sunday. My favorite. Just so good. Excuse me. Rude. Shit, this eye's watering. I'm gonna use both. Not good. I'll go and do my no.